Hey guys, it's me, PYKEY312.
And me, PYKEY312.
And this vlog is actually coming out on the weekend prior to when this guy heads off to visit Haloringger in
Flights
America.
are booked, so I'm all set to go. I'm just getting my stuff together upstairs in my room. And yeah, looking forward to seeing him, I must say.
And hopefully,
it's been a while.
We heard that he's gotten an Elgato. Don't know when. Hopefully before this guy gets there.
He is in the process of getting one. Not he has got one.
Yes, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys got that sort of message as well.
So that should be pretty good.
So this actually be coming out the day prior to this guy going on pretty much a day-long trip going from Cork to Dublin, Dublin to New York, New York to Charlotte.
Yeah.
And then of course
three journeys one day.
And then he's going all the way back that way come the following Tuesday. He's gonna have some hectic journey.
Oh boy, yeah. I've never I've flown to the US on my own before. That was just this year for the first time ever.
To visit relatives? Well, last year you mean?
I'm going to be doing that for at least 3 months until March. I'll be saying that this year is 2016. Technically, yes, last year.
So yeah, but other than that,
about a year. Well, under a year is what I mean. But anyway, yeah. I just
of course it'll be
in Boston, so
it'll be an exciting little time for this guy to finally meet up with Haloringger, because of course we haven't seen him in person since sometime last summer or so. And then
when was it actually?
I think it was last summer, yeah.
Last summer.
And then he headed off
September, was it? It was when that we did that heads up video.
Yeah,
first heads up video.
Yeah, it was like and on the day that our first heads up video was actually the last video that the three of us did together. And then I think it was like the following day that Haloringger headed off to he had to get up early in the morning with his grandparents, I think, and they flew out to America. And yes. And then his granddad came by and said, "Lads, do you want the Xbox One and you want the TV?" Initially there was a price involved. Later on, then of course it was free. Again, we mentioned this story before.
He is extremely generous, so yeah, big shout out to him again.
Ding ding, the massive TV. So
cue the massive TV.
So again, that was just that little backstory there, and so nowadays, of course, Haloringger is now off in America, and like we had been contacting him tonight, really, to say, hey bud, you want to Skype? And unfortunately, no response. Potentially, he could be, well, for all we know, he could be busy, and then that could be the main reason. But yeah, again, that's what we could be presuming. And just another little thing to mention is on the Saturday that while these two feckers, this fecker, fecker number one is over with fecker number two in America. That this fecker number three, will be actually sitting his theory test, because this driving theory test, because it was, I think it was in May of last year, or was it last year, or no, or 2 summers ago, I think, at this point. So he sat his theory test on one summer. And then he got, and then
it was
he sat his
about a year ago.
Oh yeah, I know.
Pretty much.
So yeah, he sat his theory test actually before he started first year, and then it was around.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, it was before that. It was 2015, end of 2015. So
it's been over a year since he's done his theory test.
Wow, that's I mean, you're fell quite behind there, bud.
Sure. So about half a year, since 6 months is usually how much time has to overlap before you can then sit your driving test. And of course, this fecker here did that, and then about another year later, in fact, a couple of months under a year is where we are right now. So, give it another couple of months, and this fecker will have completed his first year of 2 years of being a novice driver. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah. So
myself here again. I am
being my selfie stick here.
Yes, we use a selfie stick. As I was saying, I will be sitting my theory test this coming Saturday, and then hopefully around maybe July, August, later on in this year of 2017, I shall be able to sit my driving test, and I hope I can do well. So I know that the way it works is that you're given 40 questions, and you can only get at most 5 wrong. And I've done practice tests using a bit of software that's issued by the actual developers, or by the people who actually work with the theory test, and and I have it, and I've max 5 rounds, so potentially I can, as long as I can go at this rate, I shouldn't do too bad. But of course, if at all better, I should get hopefully at less than 5 wrong. So that's the aim, and that's the hope. So that's grand. And of course, today being currently late late at night. Well, we have another 40 minutes until the next day, but it's January 7th.
My God, January's flying already. Yeah. Week into New Year already. My God.
Oh yeah, so today actually marks the 23 days until we're back in college. Semester 2.
Thanks for letting me know. I was trying to not count it.
I counted it there, but
well, that's 3 weeks. That's pretty good.
yeah, a little over
That's
3 weeks,
pretty
so
good.
it's grand. And I actually know a few people in secondary school who are actually going back, actually on the Monday after this has been recorded. So when this video comes out, they'll have been in their 3rd day of school.
Oh gosh.
And-
That's like,
And UCC is going back actually a little bit after, but we're going to have back on the second last day of January, which also happens to be one of my sister's birthdays for that matter.
yeah.
And with the way it goes, hopefully, we've seen the semester 2 timetable, but then it kind of went offline, and this has happened with between the 2 semesters last year, where it's also been the case that they kind of reformat in one sense the timetable. Hopefully it stays the same with Fridays off as it was. And of course this guy had Fridays off, and let's hope the timetable stays the same for that.
I did. I didn't even know.
Yeah,
There's no from my timetable when I do.
well, like I know what course he's doing, so there, and I know obviously know what year he's in, so you therefore put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
You can check the timetable that way. So, but yeah, as mentioned, that prior to the time to the semester timetable going down, we had Fridays off. He had Fridays off, and let's just hope that when the timetables go back up and if any changes are made, that the Fridays are still off. Let's hope for the best on that.
That's pretty risky though. I mean, one class on a Friday could I could throw that off. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And within the first week, hopefully we'll get our semester results back. And of course, could be potentially something we should talk about much more closer to the date, but just to get it out of the way. Mainly there's 4 which I kind of see at medium to well, not in terms of stake settings, but in terms of like how well I should perform in it, and then 2 which I'm more iffy on the edge with. Probably somewhat similar to this
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I have 2 that I've got. I'm just thinking about it now. Oh, oh, I'm throwing up in my mouth. Like, what the hell?
So that's just some bit of info. Again, so that's about a little over 3 weeks until we get back into the semester, so we still have a fair bit of time to
Yeah, it might be a bit wrong.
if I was getting a bit
OCD.
Yes.
Oh no, that's fine.
well,
It
in
should
fact,
be fine.
just a little point is that even perfection isn't exactly just a form of OCD. It might just point that out. Anyways, what was I going to mention? Oh yeah, so we talked about how this guy's going to be seeing Haloringger on the weekend after this video comes out.
Can't wait.
On the Saturday of that weekend, I'll be sitting my theory test, and in just over 3 weeks' time, we are officially back in CIT. So that's 3 main
That's
points of updates.
pretty
Nothing
much
much else
just
to
it,
talk
yeah.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, we're planning and hoping to Skype with Haloringger. No pickup on that. So again, we have mentioned we're presuming he might be potentially busy, which is unfortunate. That's all I really can think about
Yeah,
in this
that's it. That pretty much does it.
Yep, so-
For this video.
Well, other than all that information, hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog, and I guess we'll see you out there, recruits. Bye from me, Bruce 25,
Bye for me, PYKEY312.
and we'll see you out there, recruits. Blue Nova out.